Hi, Life Path number 4s. Welcome to your collective reading for the remainder of November 2021. This is a collective reading, so I remind you everything may or may not resonate. I simply ask that you take what does and just leave the rest. If something does resonate with you, I ask you to please hit the subscribe button and that like button, as I am growing this channel, and that allows me to continue to put out more readings and content for you all. If you're not sure of your Life Path number, I put a way to calculate it in the description box below, so you can find your number and then find the video that corresponds to your number on my channel. And finally, I am currently accepting readings at the moment, so if you are interested in booking a personal reading, the information will also be in the description box below. So with all that being said, I'm going to get started and see kind of what the collective energy is for you all, and then see what messages and guidance Spirit and your ancestors have for you. Okay. So we have door to personal healing and happiness, and the reverse broken heart. We have okay, the Magician in the mirror, and the door to value. Okay, so Life Path number 4s, it definitely feels like you all have healed or are maybe still healing from some type of broken heart. This could be or grief. So this could be maybe the ending of a relationship that was important to you. Maybe you lost someone very close to you. This usually signifies that some type of pain from the past is on its way out or is over for you, and that you have healed or are healing from it. Especially with this door to personal healing and happiness, it almost feels like you have turned the page almost and have started to maybe think ahead. Like it's like things have started to kind of turn around, like you're starting to come out of some type of darkness or just dark period in your life, you know. And it could have been something that happened a while ago, and you could just maybe just now just be starting to heal from it, or starting to maybe see the light. And Spirit is just saying that you are on the right path. It was, you know, you are healing from it. You're on the right track. Just continue with that, because it feels like you are definitely headed towards better times, especially with the Magician in the mirror card and the door to value card, which is all about starting to believe in yourself more, use your power more, trusting yourself more. And that's tied to the door to value card. So that shows me that like this is a really just like what you're doing now is really bringing you a lot of abundance into your life. Like it's leading you towards something better, not just material, not just financial, but just spiritually as well. It just feels like such a turning point for you, Life Path number 4s, and it makes me really happy to see, because it definitely feels like you've come through something or you've come out of something. We have trust the universe and intuition and downloads. Yeah, so Spirit is just saying to please remember that whatever you went through, just know that it happened the way it did for a reason. It's almost like you had to learn to trust in something bigger than yourself, and you have been doing that, or you're starting to, and it's almost like, again, it's like it's leading you towards something so much greater, or just something big is in the works for you, because it's almost like you have started to really just surrender in a sense, and a good kind of surrender, almost like, you know, things are out of things. You can't control things, and so it's almost like you're just kind of going with the flow now, which is really just is great energy. Intuition and downloads. Spirit is just saying that to please start to trust in yourself more. But I feel like a lot of you all are starting to do that, especially with the Magician in the mirror card. So Spirit is just saying to continue to do that. Continue to trust in yourself. Trust in your decisions that you are making. Trust that you are capable enough. You are powerful. You're strong enough to really to handle anything that comes your way. Especially what you've been through. It does feel like that it was a learning lesson, or you learned a lot about yourself through that situation, or you gained some type of strength from that. And so Spirit is saying to continue to remember that strength, remember just how powerful you are, and to trust in yourself, trust in the messages that you may be receiving, the dreams you may be receiving, trust in the universe, trust in Spirit. It just feels like this is a really charged time in your life right now, but it's leading you all in the right direction. And so I think it's just Spirit is just telling to continue it, to keep it up. Okay, let's see what guidance and messages Spirit has for you. We have reverse attachment, reverse strategy. Oh, okay. The Garden and the Gate, and then second chakra, that's your sacral chakra. And then see what angel cards. We have yes, self-acceptance. During the next few weeks, it feels like there may be some type of change in your plans or change in the way you thought things would go. It's almost like you all had a vision or a dream of how you thought things would go. And maybe you're finding out that, okay, things may not be happening the way you wanted them to or thought they would. But it's almost like this energy of you're accepting that. Almost like that kind of surrender energy I had mentioned before, and that trust the universe. It's almost like you're kind of like saying, okay, listen, this didn't work out, but it's okay. Like, I can change my plans. And so, Spirit is just saying that, like, yes, that is the mindset to have. That is the way to go about things. It is okay to reverse your plans, to change your plans, to look at things from a different perspective, especially if you had such a plan in place or a strategy. The reverse strategy is just all about changing your plans and just changing the way you're doing things, or just not feeling stuck to one kind of way of doing things or how you thought things would go. So it's almost like you are going to be kind of releasing that sense of urgency or what you originally had planned for yourself, but it's almost like you're going to be okay with it, because it's almost like you're able to change your plans, or you're trusting that things are going to work out the way they're going to. And things are definitely going to work out, especially with the yes card. Now with the Garden and the Gate, that just means that an opportunity, it may be coming your way or is coming your way. You may have already encountered it. Do not hold yourself back out of fear, especially of any type of past pain that you've been through that may make you doubt yourself or want to say no because you may be stuck in your comfort zone. Please accept whatever it is that's coming towards you. Do not accept anything that does not bring you joy, that you're not passionate about. Just be fearful of any opportunity that may come in that you're not passionate about, that you may feel that you have to take. Almost like the logical part of yourself is saying, you know what, I need to do this, but your heart and like your gut is saying no. So really trust your heart and your gut, and don't feel like you have to accept things, especially if it doesn't bring you joy. But it does feel like something is coming in that's really going to increase your finances, or just bring some type of abundance into your life. And Spirit is just saying to please be open to that, as long as it makes you happy. So self-acceptance, again, is all about doing what brings you joy, not putting others above yourself. And so really think about that as this opportunity comes in, or it could be multiple opportunities and you're having to make some type of choice, and you may want to go with the logical, but again, go with what you're passionate about, go with what brings you joy. And I mean, just don't overthink this, okay? Do not overthink this. Let's see what other messages Spirit has. We have third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. We have appreciation. And, oh, okay. So 3 cards popped out, so I'll just put them all down. Indecision. Wow. I just mentioned about that choice that I feel like you're going to have to make. We have reverse thinking man. Wow. Reverse fourth chakra, which is your heart chakra. Oh my goodness. Okay. So again, it does feel like you're going to have a choice to make. Life path number 4 is an indecision card. And with the reverse fourth chakra, which is your heart, reverse thinking man, I don't assign gender to my readings. So again, it almost feels like, as I mentioned before, it's so funny. This is actually like being reinforced by Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Again, you're going to be forced almost to go between your heart and your mind, your logical part, and you have to go with what you truly love, what brings you joy. And it's okay to think the decision through. Definitely think it through. Take your time. Don't feel like you have to rush it. But ultimately, you have to do what feels right to you. I'm going to pull just a few angel cards to clarify. We have blessings and abundance and strength, and guidance. Yeah, you're definitely being divinely guided in this decision. So just make sure that you are trusting your intuition, you're trusting in yourself, you are trusting in spirit or whatever higher power you believe in. I do not care, but it feels like you are definitely being divinely guided towards this, the decision to make. So I feel like it could be like multiple opportunities coming in, especially with that Garden and the Gate card. It's definitely multiple opportunities coming in, but you're going to have to make that choice, and you have to take your time with it, but you have to make sure that you don't overthink it and that you are listening to your heart. Don't do things that kind of go against who you are. Don't do that. Now with the third chakra, which is your solar plexus, that's about your personal power, your life force, your energy, things that make you excited, your personal strength, like who you are as a person. It definitely feels like that opportunity that's coming in will also be tied to that. It almost feels like for some of you all, it could be some type of career choice or job choice that maybe you are walking towards something better, walking towards an opportunity or job that actually makes you feel excited to be there. And you may not have felt that in a while, but whatever it is, just know that there's a lot of blessings and abundance coming your way. But Spirit is just reminding you, this is really important. Appreciate things that you have and appreciate the things that are coming towards you. Even if you don't have it yet, be thankful for it, because that's how you manifest, and that's how you manifest much more quickly. Is to thank the universe for the things that you don't have. And when you put out that energy, it's almost like the universe sends it back to you like tenfold, because you're already putting it out there. And there may be a time when you start to maybe doubt things this month, or maybe you start to look at maybe what other people have, and it could be something that you want. But Spirit is saying, please don't get lost in that mindset, because if you do, it could possibly stop your growth and stop your blessings. So this is definitely tied together. This is going to be important for you to remember, and I know easier said than done, but an important part of manifesting and of calling in the things that you deserve and that you want, you have to appreciate, be grateful, be thankful. You have to make sure you eliminate any lack mindset and switch to a mindset of abundance. And don't compare yourself to others, especially if you have a habit of doing that. During this time, just be careful of your thoughts, and be careful what you're putting out, because it feels like great things are coming in for you. Even with, it feels like you've healed from something, some type of pain from the past, and that you are headed towards better, and blessings and abundance are coming your way. But you just need to be open to whatever messages that Spirit is sending you, and be open to your own self. Be honest with yourself about what you want and what you truly love, and just what you truly want for yourself and what you're calling in for yourself. If these messages are resonating with you, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and that like button. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading. I'm going to pull a few of the Ancestor Spirit Oracle cards before I wrap this reading up, and just see what final messages the ancestors have for you. Back to basics. Simplify, reduce, center. Find your voice. Connect with past loved ones. Family connections. Yeah, with the connect with past loved ones, that broken heart could be maybe you lost someone recently, or just maybe it's just a loss that happened maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, but you still were maybe stuck in, and maybe you're just now starting to heal from. But Spirit is just reminding you that even if you've lost someone, life path number 4s, you can still connect with them. They're still around you. They're now your ancestors. They're guiding you, and they're there for you and supporting you just in different ways. So if you're ever feeling lost, or just feel, like you're missing someone, or just wish they were here to help you, Spirit is saying that they are still here. And I feel like this message is really important for some of you all to hear, that you really needed to see this card, because maybe you just needed to be reminded of that. So Spirit is just saying to please remember that they are still around you. You can connect with them, and they can give you some of that guidance that you may be needing. Okay. And especially with the family connections, again, I don't know why it feels like some of you all may have had like a break in communication with someone close to you. And this may not resonate with all of you, but for some of you all, Spirit is definitely saying to reach back out to that person, especially if it was over something that wasn't that major, or if it's something that you really truly still care about. Spirit is just saying to please, don't be too prideful, don't be afraid to reach back out. And you know, if it's a family member that maybe you have lost touch with or just lost that connection with, and maybe you've been thinking about them recently, definitely make that connection. Because I feel like that is an important part of like this healing process for some of you all. And so finally, with the back to basics and find your voice, that's just about clearing out any clutter, clearing and releasing anything that does not serve you, anything that's blocking you from getting to that next step, or from bringing in and manifesting what you want. You have to clear the clutter, because sometimes that clutter blocks us from receiving our blessings. So it could be any type of negative influences or people in your life, a situation that you're unhappy in, but that you're forcing yourself to stay in, whether it's work or a relationship, whatever it is, it's important to get back to yourself, center yourself, ground yourself, remember what you want and remember what your heart wants, especially as I mentioned before with the reverse heart card. That decision that you may be having to make soon is going to require you to kind of get back to the basics and clear any junk from your life, because you're going to have to be able to think clearly for this choice. And finally, find your voice. Don't let anyone or anything stifle who you are and what your beliefs are, what you want for yourself. Don't let anyone make you feel small. Don't let anyone change what you want for yourself. You have to find your voice. And if you have been speaking up for yourself more or voicing more of what you want, so we're just saying, great job, keep it up, because that's going to be an important part as well for you on this journey. All right, life path number 4. So I'm going to wrap this reading up. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see y'all for your December readings.